Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations. Thanks for tuning in today. We are going to do a painting. We are going to do some artwork. And this technique I have never tried before, but it is designed for people who cannot draw and cannot paint. So perfect for me. Hopefully good for you too. Now, what I have done is I printed, and I couldn't get it to center, so apparently it's for people that can't manage printers either. So this is a picture of my dog Harley. She passed away 2.5 years ago after 16.5 years. So bless her heart. If you've been following me for a little bit, I got a new dog just shortly after I moved in here. So she's a little over 2 years now, but she's all chocolate, which means painting her would be crazy. And I thought that if this worked, I could maybe surprise my son with this. He doesn't watch videos, so certainly not me, for his birthday, which is coming up in a month. If it doesn't work, then he'll never see it, and it's okay. So here's the idea. So we're gonna do watercolors. So if you don't know how to do watercolors, apparently with this technique, that's okay too. So what we wanna do is we wanna use the picture and transfer it onto watercolor paper. And if you have, now I happen to have carbon paper that I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna take out a sheet of carbon paper. If you don't have this, then you can take a pencil on its side and you can cover the entire back of your image with the pencil, which is carbon. And then do exactly what I'm gonna do, which is place this. Now I'm gonna try and center her face a little bit on my paper. I've got the carbon paper in between, and we're just gonna trace her image out. Now we're not looking at needing to have tons of detail, but well, it'd be good if I had a pencil that wasn't broken. But we're at least going to try and get a lot of the basic image down. So I'm just kind of going around some of the main features, right? So, you know, her eyes and some of the dark areas, definitely get her shape of her nose, anything that's really going to define her face. I've been excited to try this, so I am so hoping that it works. Okay, so you're not looking at putting in every detail. You just want to get the general shape and idea. And then when you lift your page, you have the image. Oh my gosh, that's way better than I ever could have drawn. That actually looks like her. Okay, this is already so cool. Okay, so, all right, I'm pretty proud of that. Oh gosh, I hope I don't mess it up. Okay, I can always do another pencil sketch after. It looks a lot like her, doesn't it? So you can kind of see which features I picked and which ones, and you're just going for the general look. So now I am going to take some clear Elmer's glue, and let me just maybe open it rather than squeezing it because I need a little bit of it. And oh, and I didn't get it out, but I am going to need some black acrylic paint. Okay, you look black. Are you black? Noir. Okay, that's French for black. Didn't see the English, but we'll go with that. So we're gonna put some black acrylic paint into the glue. Let me stir that up. Maybe I need a little bit of glue. I don't know how much I'm gonna need, so I might as well do enough all at once. It's just gonna be thin, so let's get this rolling. Okay, oh, I'm so excited to try this. All right, let's get you out of the way. And what I have is a little fine squeeze bottle. It's got a little skinny nozzle. I got a pack of these from Amazon. I'll put the link down just in case. Use whatever squeeze bottle you have, but these ones have a really tiny nozzle. And I use them in classes for like alcohol. I put alcohol in when we're doing alcohol inks. This is a really small little hole. I'm thinking the most challenging part of this activity is going to be getting the glue into my little bottle. I note to self, I need some kind of a funnel here. And if I do have a funnel here, I need to make sure I put it someplace I can find again, because somehow in my head, I think there's a funnel in here, but I couldn't find it. So the idea now with this is that we want to, let me take the little picture just in case I mess up. So we want to be able to take this and draw, where can you guys see? Okay, that works pretty good if I don't go fast, all right? So what we want to do is follow my sketch and outline it. I don't have to have it all sealed in, but it's going to help contain some of the flow of some of the colors. And then wherever it's disjointed, it'll allow it to bleed out. So it's just giving, it'll be like an outline, some definition there in the finished painting. So it should at least, regardless of where any of your colors go, because we're gonna let them flow all over. And we don't have to use, you know, she's a cream dog, but I think I'm gonna be using some blues and some greens. We can use any colors that we want because the basic shape and look of her is there. So what we want to do then is just get this outlined in our black glue and let it dry. So I'm just going to carry on doing this, following my lines, and let it dry, and then I'll come back to ya for the painting part. But I think I'll switch to this overhead camera for you so you can have more of a close-up look as I'm adding the colors, and we'll kind of see how I do together. Okay, my picture has all dried. The glue and the acrylic is going to work as a bit of a barrier, but we're still going to be able to bleed through and out. And the idea here is not that we're trying to make something that looks exactly like the dog. So as much as I have a palette of some browns, I've got like yellow ochre and some brown, and this is a black. I also have some greens and some blues, and I don't know, we'll play. I have some brushes here in the water, and we're just gonna go for it. So I've taped down my watercolor paper just onto a piece of cardboard because as it gets wet, it likes to move. It likes to curl and bend. So I'm just taking a bit of my yellow ochre, and we'll just kind of start dropping in some color. And I'm not looking at anything fancy, and I'm not changing out my brush. I'm just kind of going for it. And you can see I'm just going for loose. an outside of the lines because we've got the lines delineated, right? You know, that we've already got that black down. All right, this is my finished watercolor. Now, watercolors will always dry lighter than when you first apply them. So once it was drying, I did add a little bit more of dark here and there, but I kind of like it. So here's the thing. I'm not good at drawing, so we kind of worked around that. And it looks like my dog. I kind of tested it by showing my husband and said, who is this? And he goes, is that Harley? So if he can get it, then it looks close enough to what my dog looked like for other people to maybe get it. So I am not going into doing these for other people and selling them because, oh my gosh, they're fantastic. But it was a lot of fun and it looks like my dog, and I think it will look great framed. So I'm gonna pop it into a frame and I'll take a picture for you. But I think that if you wanna give this a go, you could have a lot of fun with it. And again, I didn't use like realistic colors. I didn't use the colors of hers, so it's all beiges and browns. You know, you want to drop in magenta and violet, go for it. And I think that you've got enough of the outline that you're really safe to use whatever colors. Let me know what you think of this one, guys, and certainly let me know if you're going to give it a try. I would love to hear from you on that one and certainly how it goes. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, take care.